How's it going, y'all? My name is Daniel from Gaming Caravan, and as you guys know, I run a Central Florida board game business that relies upon doing physical events. Now, we have a huge collection spanning about 350 games or more, most likely more. Because of what we're doing to these events, we have to cull them down to about 50 to 100. So I'm gonna do about 75, a list of 75 board games we're gonna keep. And just a heads up, if you're in the Central Florida area, make sure you go to the description of this video and find our first free Christmas event happening right off East Colonial next to UCF and Waterford Lakes. It's called a Tabletop Christmas. There's gonna be a board game white elephant exchange. There's gonna be wrapping paper stations. There's gonna be a place to buy gifts for friends. There's going to be vendors and open board game areas and minifig painting and all that stuff like that. So make sure if you're in the area, definitely come with us and check that out. The tickets are completely free, by the way. So go below to find more information about that. So for those events, you know, we have to have a very cultivated collection. We have about 350 games, but I got a lot of it in bulks. Without further ado, here are 3 games I'm keeping for a library, 3 games I'm cutting for our library. Super hot, the card game. I'm gonna keep this in my personal collection. I'm a huge fan of video game IPs. I think I made that very known. I'm a gamer at heart, more video game, but board gaming has been amazing, and that's definitely where I'm gonna stay with this business for the foreseeable future, as long as you guys let us stay in the community. The issue with this game is, yes, it is 1 to 3 players. It is a single player experience through and through, basically, unless everyone knows how to play the game solo, then you can't even play the 2nd or 3rd player installment, and it really does not instill community. Because it's a single player game, as much as I love the game as it is, we're not gonna be able to have it at our events because it's taking a spot of other games that definitely provoke good community. And I'm about to show you guys one of the examples. We have Unmatched. Unmatched is the first game on our list that we're 100% keeping. Not just this version, Cobble and Fog, we're keeping all the Unmatched that we have. We have this in the volume 1, and we're looking for more as we speak that are used or new if we get them in the right price. This game by Restoration Games really is a good community. It provides such a great community to the people. Restoration has great prize support for conventions and events, and the people that come are really fun and relaxed. I've never seen like a professional game tournament be so chill as when I went to one at Southern Fried, hosted by some great people. I forget their name. If I find them, I'll definitely tag them like somewhere here in the video. It was super fun, and I want to keep that community around, and I want to bring it to Central Florida and have more tournaments for and match. So this is the first game we're keeping on our collection. It's a great 1v1 and a 2v2 game, so that's what we're keeping. The second game we're sadly cutting from our collection is another game near and dear to my heart. I gotta get this out of the way now so I'm not like breaking my heart later on. Dragon Ball Super. This is a great game. It's a dexterity-based game, and I love me some dexterity-based games. And it's anime. I love video game anime IPs. I'm a huge anime nerd. Never watched Dragon Ball whatsoever, but I love the IP of it. And it's sad because this game actually is fun to play, and I would love to teach it. It's very simple, but the issue is that we have game mats on most of our tables, or tablecloths on the ones we don't have game mats on. If we don't, it's just really basic, ugly plastic tables. So we have to have those on there, and this game is a dexterity-based game where you flick it across the table. There's no board involved. The board is whatever table and material you use, and it doesn't really work well. So just for the fact that this doesn't very much work well on the tables we have to use, I'm gonna put it back in my personal collection. There was already a game in my personal collection I was bringing to these events, but it's officially going back in my personal vault. Now, the opposite, the second game we're keeping is actually a great competitive game that works very well in groups. I believe it's 2 to 6 players, or sorry, 3 to 6 players. Yeah, 3 to 6 players, look at me. By Simon, as you guys know, is my favorite board game publisher right now. They've done some great stuff. The Simon Expo was also like a great experience for me personally. I met some really cool people, got to play some Metal Gear Solid before it comes out, and again, me with video game IPs, that's where we're at. So this game was a really good game, really fun. Not too complicated. I tried teaching at a board game party meeting that I was having, and I kind of messed up because I wasn't confident in the rules. But that's just a confidence issue with me. I haven't played this game in a few months, so I was looking up too much stuff when I actually knew the answers. So this game really is a really fun 3 to 6 player experience, and it really takes up an entire table if you let it. It's not too long. It's a game you could replay right away when you learn it. It's just a great experience all in all. So this is definitely his number 2. Out of 75 games, we're keeping Sheriff of Nottingham, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd edition specifically, just because we have it. But we do have to replace the yellow bag because it is see-through in this version, so that's a good thing for you guys to know. Now, the 3rd and last game we're culling in this video is going to be the Apples to Apples Jewish edition. This was obviously a cull. Now, I want to keep it because you know, personally, I'm like hereditarily a little bit Jewish. I don't like apples to apples that much, but this has me reeling. Like, this is hilarious when I saw I had to have it. I've learned a lot from the cards. Like, I didn't know Einstein was Jewish, didn't know the Three Stooges were Jewish. Like, this has actually taught me a lot of historical stuff. Great conversation starter. I got it in a bulk for like bulk buy for $3 or $5, but it is not going to work at our events. There's just better party games out there. So it's going to my personal collection. But the last game we're keeping, because it's just a fantastic, again, another great party game to have, is King of Tokyo. This is the Monster Box Edition. King of Tokyo is a fantastic series. Like, everyone I show it to has a great time with it. They might not use the evolution cards because some people think it just is a little bit too complicated, and if you don't, they don't want to have to use them, and if you don't use them, then you're gonna lose most likely, but if you do use them, then you have to pay attention. People don't like paying attention that much. So just the game itself, the base form, without the evolution cards, people have a great time with it. You just roll, you hurt people, there's multiple different ways to win, there's different strategies, the replayability is crazy. It's a hit for the kids. I've literally taught, I think I've taught 6-year-olds and 8-year-olds how to play this game collectively, and they understand it very easily. It's just like a great game to teach families, and we promote families at our events 100%. So if you're in the Central Florida area, you're looking for some tabletop events, our next one is December 2nd at Spirit of Joy, Orlando. Definitely look in the description of the video to get your ticket for free, and we'll just be announcing some games every single week, a couple times a week, of a couple that we're keeping and a couple that we're culling to hit 75. So our first 3 that we're going to keep, I just love these games. This is my wife's favorite for the longest time. This was a hit for my wife's family and our friend group. This was a hit for just my bros. Like, my bros through and through love it. It's just a great combat, easy game. So that's everything, guys. Make sure to look in the description of the video. Our Kickstarter is probably still going out. It ends November 2nd, I believe. And yeah, it's a family-friendly party card game for talking about your opinions and finding who has the best opinions out there in your friend groups. Go to the description of the video below. It's called That's Your Opinion. Peace out. God bless. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys later.